Hi YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how to make your computer or your laptop run faster on Windows 10. This also applies to Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. Number 1, you need to delete your temporary files. Secondly, disable unwanted startup programs. Number 3, defragment or optimize your disk space. Number 4, make sure your recycle bin is always empty. Number 5, keep fewer shortcuts on your desktop. Number 6, keep utility files in a folder on your desktop. So let's look at number 1, deleting temporary files on your computer. If you're using Windows 10, look on the bottom left corner here where it says ask me anything. Click on this, make sure your cursor is blinking and type percentage 10%. These will take you directly into your temporary folder. As you can see here, it's already highlighted. When you click on this, you'll see a lot of files here. I'm sure if you have never deleted this before, you will see thousands of files or hundreds and thousands of files in this place, because I delete my own regularly, and as a matter of fact I just deleted one just about 5 minutes ago. That is why you can only see 3 items here, and on yours you just need to look on the bottom left here. You'll see to tell you how many items you've got. So once you get to this page, just highlight one of them, and on your keyboard click on Ctrl A. This will highlight all the files you have on your computer on this page. Now you can click on delete to delete everything, but when you just click on delete, it will delete and take them into your recycle bin. What I do is, because I don't want it to go into my recycle bin and I have to go do another task, I click on my keyboard, I click on shift, I press on the shift and I click on delete, and there will be a pop-up. Are you sure you want to permanently delete these 3 files? You can click on yes. Now when I click on yes, I will not be able to delete all these files because they are currently active files. As you can see, the smart recording is active, my notepad is active, and the file explorer is also active. I'm gonna give it a try now. You see what's gonna happen. You see the action can be completed because the files open in a smart system menu. So because it's an active program, I will not be able to delete it. I will just click on escape and then escape and then escape. Now this is what you need to do. Now when you delete all the files, you click on shift delete. Not everything will be deleted because you have active files on your computer. So once you get this pop-up message, just click on escape and escape until you everything is deleted and you only have few files left, and that should be all. Just click on close. Now secondly, you need to disable unwanted startup programs. Now the way I do this is that I go into my taskbar. To go into your taskbar, you can just go into the ask me anything, or where it says Cortana on the bottom left here, and type task manager. Before you complete typing in, it would have popped up here. Just click on this one and it's gonna bring you to this screen. Now you can see there are different tabs here: processes, performance, app history, startup, users, details, services. Now we're not really going to go in depth into all of these, but I'll just take 1 or 2 minutes to explain these processes. As you can see, there are 4 components here: CPU, memory, disk, and network. Now the CPU is your central processing unit, which is the processor that processes everything that happens on your computer is doing. As you can see, the smart recorder, which is the one I'm using to record this video right now, is using 1.3%. The task manager, because it's open right now, it's using about 0.6 depending, and then the Windows Explorer. Now the memory is the random access memory. Now you can say this is more of like your conscious mind, where if I ask you what did you eat 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago, you can easily just remember it. The same thing with the computer. It uses this random access memory to access your actual storage. Now everything you do is being everything that you access on your computer recently is being stored in the random access memory, so that it is easy for your processor to locate this file when you call for them again. Now the disk is your actual storage, and the network is how much data you are uploading or downloading on the internet. Now you can always use this to determine, to check how fast your computer is running, or what is the application that is making most of your operating system or your processor. From here, if you see your usage going up to like 70, 80, 90, then you should know that there is an application that is actually running. As you can see, there are few background processes here. These are the program that is running on the background. There's nothing much you can do about this except you know what program is actually taken up using CPU. So here you can easily tell what program is making use of your CPU the most. That will help you to take necessary action, whether to uninstall that application or to disable it, or you can just go online to see what you can do to reduce the impact of this application using CPU resources. Now, what we're looking for here is your startup. Have you noticed when you turn off your computer and turn it back on, it's just too slow? It takes a long time before the computer shut down, or when you're turning it back on, it takes a long time before it comes back up. That is because you have a lot of application running on the background. When your CPU is trying to close so many programs at the same time, or when your CPU is trying to open so many programs at the same time, you can see there will definitely be traffic. So here you can see all your startup programs. Now I have disabled quite a lot of them here. As you can see, this Java scheduler is disabled, Microsoft Encounter is disabled, sorry, Microsoft OneDrive is even disabled, the Node launcher for smart technologies is disabled, the smartboard service is disabled. Now you may have a Skype, Yahoo Messenger, or all these applications that you use to communicate over the internet. They do have high impact. As you can see, the startup impact, it tells you this one is really very high, this is low, and the one that says none is because I've disabled them for quite a long time. That's why it's saying none. I've not been using them at all. I've never opened that program for quite a long time. That is why it's saying none here. So the one that you can see that has high impact, you may want to disable them. To disable them, just click on it, and on the bottom right corner here you see enable or disable. So if you have them enabled, disable them, most especially your Sky. It's not that they're not going to work, it's just that they will not come up on startup, or the computer will not be struggling to shut them down when you're not using them, or when you're trying to turn off your computer. So make sure that the ones with the high impact here, they are all disabled. Now, thirdly, defragment or optimize your disk space. How do you do this? What you can do is to go into your PC, this PC. Let me close this down. Go open your file explorer here, then click on it. Look for this PC. You can see your local disk. When you see this Windows logo, that means that is where your operating system resides. So because my disk is already partitioned, I have local disk C and local disk D. Now the local disk D is where I saved all the files, all my movies, audio files and everything. Now that is because, let's say somebody attacked my computer, or a virus hit my computer, is only going to affect my local disk C. It's not going to affect this one. So even if I reformat this one, I will still have all my files in here residing there. Now, because the computer, the operating system run on local disk C, so that's the one we're going to optimize right now. You just right click on this, make sure it is highlighted, and then right click, look for properties, and then go to tools, and then here you see optimize and defragment drive. Click on optimize, As you can see here, you see all your drives, but the one we want to work on, you can see the blue sign here, which shows that that's where the operating system is. Just click on that. You can click on analyze to see how dispersed all the files on your computers are. Excuse me. Or you can just go ahead and optimize. Now this will take about 30 minutes or 1 hour, depending on how dispersed your files are or how defragmented your files are. So I can just click on this, and the first is just going to be analyzing first, and then it's going to optimize or defragment all my files. But I don't want to do that now, so I'm just going to stop it because it's going to take about 30 minutes to 1 hour to complete. Excuse me. Now you can close it once you've completed this. Now what's the next thing on the agenda? Now make sure your recycle bin is always empty. Told you, just go into your recycle bin and make sure there's nothing residing there, because when you're shutting down your computer, or most of the file on the recycle bin will also be running on the background, and that slows down your computer. And you can also find that when you go into the taskbar that we checked earlier on. Another thing is to keep fewer shortcuts on your computer, on your desktop. A lot of people usually keep a lot of files. You can see different files on the desktop. Well, you don't want to do that, because the computer will just keep on trying to run all this program on the desktop, your Microsoft Word or Excel sheet, pictures, audio files, and you can see they carry a lot of weight, so it could be very intense on your CPU, making your computer to run very slow. What you want to do is to create a utility folder. So you can just right click here, go to new, and then folder. You can put it as utilities, and here you can put all the files you have on your desktop. You just put them into the utility. I've actually created one for myself here, so you can move all your pictures and put them into your utility folder. The reason why I do this is because when you turn off your computer or turn your computer back on, the CPU would not attempt to open the folder on your desktop, but it will attempt to open all these raw files, like the Excel sheet, the Microsoft Word, the pictures and the videos and the audios, to try to open them. So your computer will run very slow. It will take a long time for your computer to come back up. Number 6, we've already talked about this. I think that should be about all. And you don't really need any third-party application to clean up your computer. This is something very easy that you can do by yourself, and you don't need to go and pay somebody £50 or £100 in order to clean up your computer. And you can always perform this task every week or every month, as the case may be. I hope you guys enjoy my tutorial. Please go to my website and sign up, and share your experience. Thank you very much for listening. Have a good day. Bye now.